Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. SingSing to the Polish Para-Rifle University. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, one of the players from Grubby Invitational is actually interested into Para-Rifle strategy, and let me tell you, he's doing so well. Yesterday he played 8 games and he's already rank 1 MMR-wise, and not it's because he played very little games, but because he's just winning versus good players, so he's using the modern build order, which I really like, and we are playing versus Undead, and now we should start making a farm. Okay, good enough, it's acceptable. Now at 40 seconds we need to start making a blacksmith, and I don't see a peasant going to the blacksmith now. Okay, he's going, so a little bit late, 5 seconds late, 6 seconds late, but yes, he will master the build order soon. Now we want to start making barrack. What you need to remember, barrack takes like 10 seconds less than a blacksmith, and we want to have those two buildings at the same time, but definitely this is acceptable, and this is very impressive for somebody that played not that much at start. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what is going to happen now? We are starting our beautiful Paladin, because that's the secret. We need to make Paladin as soon as possible with the new build order. And yes, I'm wondering what Mr. SingSing is going to do versus Undead, because versus Undead you kinda need to understand the game plan. Are you going creeping level 3? Are you going to cancel the expansion? Do you understand when to fight, and so on? Now the farm number 2 in a perfect time, and we need to start power building the farm. He's going around because he's blocked here, and yes, base layout is a long story, but yes, we can power build now. So ladies and gentlemen, Mr. SingSing, welcome to the Para-Rifle University. You just passed the build order test with a note 4/5. It's very acceptable, it's very good. Now you need to understand how many militia to take to the first camp. I would take 3. Because this camp is not that easy, even though it's green. You have this orc warrior, so yes, I would take 3 militia. Oh my god, so good, so good. Immediately we are on the same. Okay, the tower. No. No, the tower versus Undead. No, where are you going? Ignore the acolytes, Mr. SingSing. Mr. SingSing, don't go here. What is happening here? He thought he doesn't know the map. I go to the green camp. Mamma mia, Grande Madonna. This is so bad. This is the hardest camp on the map. But ladies and gentlemen, he's on the map nearby. We can't creep, just get the item and go out. Just get the item and go out. Never seen this. The militia is gone. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so he gets an A with the build. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so A with build order, the worst note with basically in the creeping department. Ladies and gentlemen, this game would be so much better with creeping the green camp, but remember, he's just starting, his opponent MMR is not that high, and it was, ladies and gentlemen, a clear example why not to go for camp like that. Okay, so he's not giving up. We like it. In the Para-Rifle University, we need fighters. But ladies and gentlemen, he's not tagging. He is like, you should tag on 3 rifles. This arcane tower is not necessary here. I like that we are creeping without the militia, because we really need lumber to tag. We are missing 1 farm, but that's okay. We are still remaking workers because we lost them on the creep. So yes, we need 8 ore workers on lumber, and we need, yes, we have 12 militia, so 5 plus 8, it's 13. So we need 13 in total in this general build. So yes, we are taking with 1 less worker. So and and one of our workers is stuck, ladies and gentlemen, but not for long. Yes, lumber mill, of course, is going to help us later. But yes, the problem is it didn't even get the item here. Okay, so now because we are so behind, now because we are so late, our opponent is probably expanding. Just creep the green camps, Mr. SingSing. You know, sometimes you may say, Saul, there is no point to watch this replay. Sometimes you get attacked. You know, sometimes you get attacked and you lose a lot, and then you are behind. So learning how to play from being behind is important. What do? We creep and we get big army, because then, even though we are behind, we are a little bit late. Still, big army can force mistakes on our opponent. So I like that Mr. SingSing is creeping. Now we can use 3 militia and creep something bigger if we want, or maybe not yet. I don't like the early shop. I would invest into the lumber mill. Let's see if he's going for +1. We are not going for +1 either. So yes, now we are going into direction of the opponent. We don't want to fight with opponent without level 3, and by going to the middle with low mana, that's basically dangerous. So maybe he will creep the shop. Creeping the shop would be good, or maybe we are taking revenge on the lab. Oh, okay, so he wants to go to the opponent expansion, I think, because versus... Oh, look at this. This is a good thing. Good player, Mr. Random. He scouted immediately, he will get in position, and let me tell you, when we have army in this shape, we can be forced back. Okay, so are we creeping? We need level 3 ASAP. We need our blood match ASAP. But there will be some time for the blood match. I will just creep, Mr. SingSing, where are you? What is the plan here? Maybe he has PTSD from creeping orange camps, but don't worry, this orange camp on the lab... Okay, when you have that many rifles, you can creep the orange camps. Like literally every orange camp on this map. That's fine, that's fine. And of course, knowing the maps by memory first day in the office is not that easy. But yes, maybe, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you just need to learn this by memory. You just need to learn this by memory, ladies and gentlemen. What else we can do? Okay, so what's now? What's now? We are pulling back a little bit. Okay, okay. Crippler is in the middle. I like that Mr. SingSing is disengaging because we need to wait for our blood match. Without mana we can't fight this, there is a lot of beetles, and actually there is not that many units. I don't see any ghouls, so now I would fight this. Beetles, even though they are scary, they are not that strong, and impale with just beetles, that's funny. Okay, you just move a single unit and attack with the rest. Okay, so but remember, our opponent lost mana, and now we obliterate him. Now we just farm those beetles, we creep them, with all due respect to the beetles. Good micro by Mr. SingSing, good kiting, so attacking and going back. He's escaping with 1 unit only, and level 3, and Holy Light, Holy Light, Holy Light, no! No! You could anticipate level 3, and then put the Rifleman in a better position, because if you level up in Warcraft 3, you get more mana. And yes, so do we like Arcane Sanctum here? Myself, I don't like Arcane Sanctum here really, because we kinda need to align the expansion, and our amount of rifles is pretty low. We don't have that. Okay, so what is going on here? We are not in the full force army, right? We need to have a little bit more. And definitely Arcane Sanctum and second barrack is an overstatement here. Look at this, we need workshop versus this. And I don't know if we can push this expansion. I would maybe cancel those 2 buildings and just go to the main base if you want to push early, and definitely making second barrack is a big mistake, because if you don't have expansion, then you basically can't afford that many rifles, right? You have very low gold anyway, you have 1-0 upgrades, that's perfect, but yes, time is running out. Our opponent is on expansion. What we can do? Okay, 4 production buildings. Okay, when you have an expansion, you need 4 production buildings. When you have 1 base, you need 2 production buildings. And sometimes you have 3 production buildings on 1 base, but then you kind of manipulate what kind of units you produce, because you stop units from the 1 building. So yes, definitely Arcane Sanctum, double barrack, and workshop is panic mode. So again, get 45. By the way, item management, sell. I would sell some items like clothes, sleepers, sentry wards, because you want to produce units, right? Paladin is usually in the back, Blood Mage is usually busy getting mana from opponent heroes, or giving mana to the Paladin, so Pala Rifle is one of these rare strategies that is not attacking that much, right, with the heroes. Our damage source is from rifles, so clothes, like agility, we don't get bonus from agility, it's like attack speed, the armor is very small. And look, Mr. SingSing, remember, if he invested 4 towers into the main, into the expansion, his main, look, his main is not that reinforced, he has 1 tower there only, so I would go to the man, and then I would make a proxy workshop. You know, so you'll take your militia and you make workshop here. And remember, even if you are going to lose this game, then you have this practice. Then you practice the push, and okay, before going to the Undead, we are taking revenge over the creep camp. That's cool, but it is definitely too late. We spent time running in 1 circle, we can't do it. Remember that our opponent is mining from 2 bases. When our opponent will get tier 3, we'll be in the big trouble. So Start of the game was terrible, yes, but later we gave our opponent a lot of time. We lost 2 rifles versus just Beetles. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, another mistake. But remember, Pala rifle takes some time to master. And by the way, sometimes we can consider turning off healing and healing only Paladin manually. So, like press heal on Paladin and Wiz will follow for some time. But yes, maybe we can just turn off the healing, because without the Archmage, without Brilliance Aura, the priests are always low on mana, and we want to dispel skeletons and beetles. If you make priest versus Crypt Lord, okay, but it's only for the beetles. And yes, we are watching this with advanced observer mode, so. Our opponent is already 63 supply and probably tier 3 and going for the third hero for the Ghoul Frenzy. It is definitely too late. We don't have time. Pala Rifle needs to do a timing attack versus Undead on expansion. When you play versus Undead, 1 base, 1 base. When you play versus Orc, 1 base, 1 base. There is option to go tier 3, no problem, it's actually good for you. But versus expansion, you can't play passively. You can't play passively like that. You can't make 4 production buildings and just wait with your push forever, because you are going to push when your opponent wants you to push. When your opponent who's Ghoul Frenzy, huge supply advantage, 3 heroes, Orb of Corruption and all of those goodies from tier 3, and man, opening this base near impossible. That's why when we see a lot of towers early at the expansion, we go to the main base. Our lumber is Mr. SingSing is going tier 3, so Mr. SingSing is combining Aline with going tier 3. What is good with tier 3 versus mass ghouls? Of course, Gryphons and MK as a third hero. But again, we will go tier 3 and we'll have like 30 supply less than our opponent, so I don't know if Gryphon can help with this. And yes, killing this Necropolis is not going to change much. I mean, I like that we are kinda preparing the siege, but Undead can stay in this situation literally forever. He will make 85 supply, 90 supply, and then attack. He has 2-1 ghouls versus 2-0 rifles. And with power of Impale, with power Ghoul Frenzy. Ghoul Frenzy means that ghouls are very fast. It's a tier 3 upgrade, by the way, Nova. And yes, Mr. SingSing is immediately teleporting back. Bloodmage just died, and yes, you can't stop this. You can't stop this. This is too much. And Bloodmage just melted, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that was a nice TP, but do we have any future here? Sadly, it is a hard lesson, ladies and gentlemen, on Pala Rifle University. Build order is amazing, and people say that build order is one of the hardest parts of playing Pala Rifle. So definitely, Mr. SingSing, if you are watching this, it's not going to be that hard to just improve, like learn the creep road. I mean, if you have doubts, just go for the green camp and then memorize the maps. And yes, with better early game, make sure to push. When do you push versus Undead? Usually, if you ask me, when Blood Mage is out, then you should take your militia, free militia, and push the Undead. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, are those priests going to change this game? I don't think so. We can't out-heal this. This is too much Undead, and everything is melting. The damage output of the Undead is crazy. I like that we are fighting, and like we are doing history. Okay, dispel the Beetles, and as we can see, the priest's job versus Crypt Lord is to dispel the Beetles. Healing is only good on Paladin. And yes, I don't see Dispel, and he has healing wards, and we are not dispelling this. We are busy dying. That's the sad reality here. And yes, this game was over long time ago, sadly. But this is basically an example that yes, when your opponent has expansion, your opponent has tier 3, even Mighty Pala Rifle can stop him. And nice Impale to finish the game. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, good build order, and you know, some cool moves on the map, but definitely I saw the lack of the game plan. And what I like also from this replay, that Mr. SingSing did not give up. He didn't give up, and guys, he played 8 games and he's rank 1. Remember, he played versus hard opponent. Mr. Random is an experienced Undead player from what I saw, and he definitely knew how to play versus Pala Rifle. So I'm excited to see if Mr. SingSing is going to play today. I will keep you informed about that. Thank you guys for watching. Consider subbing to the YouTube channel, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.